guys, it's coffee time. And I had a fantastic day today. I had a really, really good day, like where I feel like I did good things. I told you guys that I was going to be on the Scared to Care stream today, and I was there from 1 until 5. It was amazing. Everybody was so fantastic. We wound up raising so much money. Just like you guys, it was blowing my mind, and the guys that were putting it on, who are good friends of mine, they were just blown away and so happy. So that was great. What else was awesome about it though? Like this morning, I got to just sleep in, right? Because I said I would be there at noon. I was like, I'm gonna let myself have my morning, and then I'll go and be there at noon. So that's what I did. Laid in bed, played some Persona, I snuggled my cat, and then I was like, all right, time to get up and like be an adult. So I wound up leaving early enough. I was able to go to Starbucks and get my coffee, and then went in there. And it's hilarious. The stretch goals are always, well, they weren't by the time that I was leaving, but most of them up to that point were like scare tactics, which was kind of hilarious. The use of the air horn was magnificent, but unfortunately there were some sound problems where the sound kept peaking. But anyway, when I got there, I was talking with Vernon, who was kind of like the head of the whole thing, and he was like, so what games, like, would you want to play? Would you want to play Slender? And I was like, no, I've played Slender. I've played Amnesia. And I said, but I know that my viewers would love to see me play Dead Space because I gave up on the first game. And he was like, oh, cool. Well, we have Dead Space 2. Maybe you could start Dead Space 2 from the beginning. And I was like, all right, let's do that. So I wound up playing Dead Space 2 the entire time that I was there, which was really fun. Again, I don't find that game scary, but it was very fun. You know, we just got to like hang out, and Aaron showed up. Happily Aaron showed up. My good friend Umatani was there right from the beginning, and I don't know, it was just like a good crew of people, and we raised so much money. It was awesome, and I decided to put 2 Sherlock Cat shirts signed by me up for auction, basically, and said that while I'm here, from now until the time that I leave, whoever donates the most will get these 2 shirts as a thank you from me. And there wound up being like this crazy bidding war, and I was so excited. It was like, yay, it's all going toward a really good cause. It's a camp that's for the children of cancer victims. So it winds up being like this nice getaway for these kids, and they also, all of the counselors actually have training in terms of like talking to them about their grief and everything, and I guess Vernon has been involved with them for 5 years or so he cares about it a lot, and he was really, really happy to see how much we were willing to give. So I was very happy. I was so proud of all of you. I'm still proud of all of you, and I hope that any of you that wound up sticking around, I hope that you were able to donate. It was also cool because so many of my friends showed up. Like in the chat, like every time there was a name read off that I recognized, I was like, yay! Except for Ken. Because Ken and I have a war going on in that whole thing. Last night we were both on the stream, because again, they started yesterday. Last night Ken and I were both in the chat, and I was like, oh my gosh, we could be mods right now. And I decided that I wanted to be really ornery about it, and I was like, all right, I think that I should get to be a mod before Ken. And Ken was like, no, I've been here for longer. And then we were arguing about it, and then I wound up being a mod first, and I was like drunk on power. I was so happy. But Ken was a mod almost immediately after, and Chad was a mod before both of us, so we were just like, but it was fun. It was very fun. This whole thing was just great. Yeah. So that's what I've done all day. I played Dead Space 2 all day, and Aaron and I, two things that we did in exchange for people giving money is we did the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z. Once we got over 9,000, we did the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z, but we had to practice it a bunch. And then we did tried to do the Kuroko pass when it goes all the way across the court and he hits it like this. Oh my gosh, I tried to do that, and that was hilarious because the first time that I did it, I freaked out and just like smacked it. But the second time I kept my hand like this, and I was very proud. It didn't go anywhere. Everybody was expecting me to like have this strange force behind this arm, and I have no idea why. They were like, oh my god, protect all the electronics. What if it like smashes into something? And I was like, guys, this isn't actually going to hit anything. But they didn't believe me. They didn't believe me, which was silly of them. But yeah, and then tonight I'm going to be getting dinner with Mikasor. Yesterday, I guess, at Disneyland, they had a Disneyland until 6 a.m. thing going on, which I almost went to. It sounded so amazing. Like, you could go on all of the Disneyland rides until 6 a.m. I was just like, what? That sounds amazing. But Disneyland is just far enough away that I was like, it's so much work. And Nika was the one who told me about it, and I'm pretty sure she didn't go either. So we're just really cool, is what I'm trying to say. It's so funny, like, when you're in this industry, you wind up meeting so many other people that have the same sorts of priorities that you do in terms of, like, comfort. Like, there's so many people who, if they were to hear about something like that, they would be like, oh, I'm doing that no matter what. And they actually would do it. And I think that Nika and I both knew that neither of us was actually going to go to Disneyland because it's like a long drive, and then you have to drive home afterward, and like you have to be around all these people, you know? I was like, I know, I'm fairly certain that neither of us are going to do this, and that we're both going to wind up just sitting in our rooms, watching League of Legends, or editing, which is what I did, like, just know this about each other, and that's okay. It's totally fine, but we decided that tonight we should grab dinner instead, and I still haven't fixed my headlight. I'm so dumb. I keep, like, having big things, like, go stream, but again, it's one of those excuses. I could have gotten up early this morning and fixed my headlight before the stream, but I chose to sleep in. See? Priorities. Prioritize. What can you do? Ah, yes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, really. Probably not. Because, I mean, I just did the same thing all day. But, yeah. I hope that you guys had a great Saturday. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye! Mwah!